It was everything I could. You were doing something to the side, and I know you're doing something to the side, and it was everything I could do to, frankly, not laugh at whatever was happening. Hello, DM Will. Take it away.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Dungeons and Designers. We start. What was that? What's wrong? Did I not do a good job?
No, I'm more talking about Patrick. It says Andrew Sale, and then the video feed on Twitch is
Oh,
Tracy.
sorry. Okay. You deserved it, but I'll fix it.
Let me introduce everything while Patrick fixes our labels and our setup over here. Welcome back to Dungeons and Designers. We start out every episode just recognizing again that Ukraine is still being invaded. It's been 3 months, I believe 3 days. But I also want to recognize that now America is suffering and dealing with the repercussions of gun laws and other craziness. I know Andrew, Patrick, are you guys near where the school shooting was? Like, you're closer than Nebraska.
30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, while prepping today, while prepping for our session, I was just like really thankful that like we can spend the next 2 hours just hanging out as friends and like ignoring the mayhem that is our lives and just seems like a global crapshoot these days. So thank you for being friends. Ray, you missed a little bit last week, so we're gonna do a couple things. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple things to like keep up with what we're doing. So I had talked to Andrew because this actually affects you directly. When the last time you had played, we had talked about like lock picking, what that means for you both. Like, can you guys lock pick electric locks? Can you lock pick physical locks? And what I came up with, and this is open for discussion, it's not a rules coming down from heaven, is one of you could come at rogues like and be a little bit more traditional. Like you're more physical, you do like the physical locks, and then one of you comes at it from more like of a cyber hacker type approach. I believe Andrew had a favor of one of those. What were you thinking, Andrew?
I favored the mechanical one because I am a smuggler and I can tinker with ships. Like I can hack ships already. Like that's already part of my.
Well, so if you're hacking ships, would you be the electronic one then?
That's what.
And you hold all the money and stuff, so that would make sense. You'd be.
That's what I was saying. I'd be Yeah.
Yeah.
Is mechanical and electronic different? I guess in my head I was using them synonymously.
In mechanical is like analog. Analog versus digital.
Okay, I meant digital. Digital.
So and I'd be more mechanical.
Or physical, yeah. We need to pick it two different words.
Wait, is physical different from analog and digital, and that's different from mechanical? Oh
no,
my
mechanical,
gosh.
Analog, physical.
Either way, would you like to lockpick
is this
with
something
like
about being a modern
tools,
major general? What is this?
Yeah.
Ray, are you cool with that then? Like if there's a door lock, you'll deal with that. If there's more of a computer pad, Andrew will deal with that.
Absolutely. I think it makes sense.
All right, perfect. And I think that's cool because now we're going to give you guys kind of a little bit more flavor that you can roll into rather than you being the exact same, just rogue.
Yeah.
Other than that, we need to figure out how you came back to the group. I had told everybody that you were just staying and watching that hole that you guys fell through. I believe that's what you said.
Yep.
I don't care what you do as long as it's not. I was one room behind them watching them because they did come into some bloody situations that if you were watching should have intervened.
Yeah, it'd be a real like dick move to have not stepped in those situations.
The crew has been sitting in this room now for probably a few hours, so it could just be as simple as you got worried or bored and came in.
I have an idea.
I was thinking I fought a few people, so I didn't know if you wanted me to do a quick roll and see if like I got hurt or whatever. But I figured it would make sense that I would have at least helped stop more people from coming and fucking them up.
It's very important to me that this becomes canon, and that's that Elle was so disturbed by the sight of the arm being ripped off that she has been sick, puking in the corner. I just didn't want to be around what was adding to the smell, right? Because we just came from the body, like we're surrounded by body parts, and then Elle is like puking over there on the side. So I just went back to get the other person. Like I needed something to do to extract myself from the situation.
And it makes sense. You could then explain what I'm walking into as I come back into this.
All right, so let's say you don't take any damage or anything because that would just hurt you. They are actually coming off of a long rest. So their health, or at least I believe it's a short rest. So their health, I believe, is back to normal. Like Patrick said, Elle, or better known as Tracy Ching, she couldn't be with us tonight because like scheduling stuff. So I guess Tracy's character, maybe even Patrick, maybe rather than you going and getting right, maybe Tracy had to go back because like she was over the mayhem that was in this room,
and now
Tracy's
gonna watch the door.
Yeah, but again, I think it's very important that she could not handle it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
she is sick. She's physically sick from seeing this happen.
Honestly, I think last week she was also physically sick.
Oh, okay.
At least not happy.
Yes.
She didn't want to watch what was getting ready to happen. I remember that.
That's true.
Hey, can I ask you this question, DM Will? When we leveled up to 2,
yes.
Do we get 2 hit dice now? Is our hit dice equal to the level that which we are?
No.
Okay.
And I have to look up there. It definitely goes up, but I believe level 3 will be the first time it jumps.
Okay. So I used the hit dice for my short rest. I'm back to full health, but I'm 0 on hit dice until we have a long rest.
I'm like a good 70% sure on that, so we can look it up later. It'd be in the player's handbook. I haven't been a player in D&D for a while.
I will say my PDF didn't update automatically, so that's making me think we don't get it.
We'll look at it later though. We need a short rest today, so let's get back to our campaign. Right, we'll start this off. Ray, what's your character's name again? Aslan?
Aslan.
Right, like the lion.
Similar.
Without the D.
You guys are all back in the room, and maybe Patrick is a good time just to bring up Figma again. So you're all back in the room. Andrew's character, Ares, is dealing with coming off of the what's the medicine that puts you out?
Anesthesia?
Yeah, the anesthesia. And it's not good, right? There's no one here to help you. There's usually probably a doctor or something that works these machines, and you kind of went rogue on it.
Literally.
So Andrew, you're going to have 1 level of exhaustion until you can take a long rest.
Perfect.
And what I would say is that, like, and I can tell you what that means if you don't know.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't.
So for you and for anyone else, 1 level exhaustion, there are, I believe, 4 level exhaustions, with the 5th being death. The first level exhaustion just means that you have disadvantage on saving throws. Nice. So if you're like, I want to investigate the room, you just have disadvantage on it.
I don't like that.
It's all right. It doesn't affect your combat. It doesn't affect your combat or movement, which the other ones eventually do. Okay. So that, and what I would say right now is, like, you're getting up and out of this chair. Your arm is moving like it used to, but the nerve endings, it almost feels like your arm's asleep, right? It's tingly, and as you touch it, you can feel it, but it's almost on a delay, right? So it's like you touch a wall or a door and you feel it, half a second, full second later. And as like the hours and minutes and stuff go by, like, it changes and it feels like it's trying to learn, or your body is maybe trying to learn it. But right now you don't know what it does. And it's just extremely uncomfortable and maybe at times distracting, adding to your exhaustion.
Is it like this? Like, we're occasionally like...
Yeah. It maybe sometimes it twitches on its own.
Your arm has the physical equivalent of Tourette's right now.
Yeah.
It's a little by of its own. Ray, as you walk in, you can see Andrew's claw hand like on the floor in a bucket, right? And there's blood everywhere. One of the rooms that you came through to get here was full of these buckets of like fur and feathers and flesh from other people having gone through this procedure.
Smells terrible.
Smells bad.
Okay, here's the thing.
So it's like experimental, like laboratory type shit?
We don't really know, right? Like, we know they came up to these chairs and there were screens on them, and they had body parts like on the screens that you could choose. Andrew had chosen the arm one. He didn't really know what was going to happen, but all of a sudden it like knocked him out, ripped his arm off, and then like soldered on a new one.
I assumed, let me just, when Tracy told me that you lost an arm, I assumed there was like a battle and it got ripped off somehow. You chose to do this to yourself.
Yeah, I think you'll all be thanking me when I can punch out a bad guy with one freaking like mechanical punch.
In fairness, we actually don't know what the new arm does. Frankly, it could be a downgrade. We have no idea.
True.
All we know is that it is a different arm, but we don't actually know what the arm does yet.
Okay.
I just hope it's not racist because I don't want that. Like, that's bad.
Yes. And Andrew, to take us out of the immersion a little bit, what we're going to say is, like, if you want to roll now and then at disadvantage because of your exhaustion, an Arcana check, kind of like you're testing out your arm.
Oh, yeah.
But you'll be at disadvantage. That's just how we're going to handle it mechanically, right? And I'll let you determine, like, the frequency you want to do this, right?
I want to do it right now.
All right. So give me 2 D20s, and then you can add your Arcana, which is probably not great.
That would have been really
Can we
good.
add my Arcana?
Nope.
And I'm walking in basically to him coming out of anesthesia and testing this new arm. Okay.
And I try to show you that the answer is 4, and I do this.
So what was your roll?
It is 4.
Oh, not great. So not great. So yeah, you're still trying, and it's barely working, right? Like, the nerves are starting to connect, and your brain feels the arm. It's almost like, rather than you feeling doors and walls or chairs, it's almost like your brain is telling you that you should be feeling it, right? There's a disconnect still, but over hours you can feel like it's becoming more in sync with who you are.
You know what the name for that is, right?
No, I didn't know there was a name for it.
There is, yeah. It's called having a really fucked up arm.
Then yes, that is what he has. Jedi just wrote, and ticks are vectors for Lyme's disease, which I have 2 strains of. So
good.
We're all messed up.
Congratulations.
I shared a diet Sprite with you.
It's only through blood, which is why I keep Band-Aids and stuff on me. All right.
I also would never have shared a diet Sprite.
I would never drink a diet Sprite.
Because of the pork?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's because of the pork. Ray, can you grab your icon and bring it on up into where you see the multicolor bard and the blue rogue?
Yes, or someone can move me. I didn't put up. So
Rainbow bard.
Right now.
Rainbow bard.
Maybe someone else can go grab you. I'm going to keep it.
I got you.
Currently, we have 1 door to the south and 1 door to the east. We are at the end of the conveyor belts that were kind of leading us through. So there's a decision to be made.
All right. So how are you feeling right now, Andrew's character?
I feel all right. I can't find Ray's icon, though.
Okay. Let me go get it. And also, I like how we started our role playing.
Great.
Are you pink or red, or purple or red?
Me? Red.
Yeah, I'm purple.
No, you're blue, right?
Well, I was a color, and then
guess which one I am.
Hang on.
I'll let you guys figure out your lives. I like how we started our role play too with "Hello, Andrew's character."
Yeah.
I like
it's been 2 weeks. The only name I can remember is L, and that's because it's basically a letter.
I am blue. I am blue. Yes.
You could, like, take notes.
All right.
It's okay. He actually did. He's like, I need to find my notebook to take notes.
I do. I just don't take notes about you people. I take notes about me. That's how my notes work.
What do you mean by you people?
Yeah. I mean rogues. I have a thing against rogues. Okay. So, I mean, like you.
Okay. So I feel okay. I'm just still kind of, my arm feel a little twitchy. I feel fine though. Just trying to get used to it. Like, it's doing most of what I want it to do, and then occasionally I may give you the bird because I'm an Aarakocra.
So do you know what it does yet?
Not yet. I rolled a 4.
I would like to just investigate his arm just to see if there's are there dials? Is there like a display? Like, I just want to see if I can see anything on the arm.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Can I check out the actual machine?
Sure.
Like, that this just happened on, to see if there's, like, I don't know, instructions, or look at it for longer than he probably did before.
No, they did.
Buttons.
There's no clear.
They did? Okay.
What do you roll, Patrick?
A 19.
Oh, yeah. So as you're pulling it, you do realize that parts of, like, the metal arm can kind of, like, flay out, right? They're still connected, but the arm can, like, come out in pieces. I don't know what I would explain it to.
Like RoboCop.
I don't know if I've ever seen RoboCop.
I just watched Black Panther. Is it kind of like his arm that like the parts come off?
He means like Lathander's ring he's never seen.
Yes, Alito's yes, exactly like Alito. So if that was like RoboCop, yes. But you can't tell what it does, right? You do know that it moves. You do know like that he probably isn't fully connected to it yet because he hasn't been able to flare those out. But you do know.
Is there a weapon in it? Like, does it flare out and then there's like weaponry, or it's just
there? He didn't see a weapon.
All right. I'm gonna try not to snag this on anything. I can't tell what it does. It looks cool. Like my guess is, it's a turbine, and you can like go backwards or like whichever direction you face your arm. I have nothing to base that on other than I did see Iron Man once, and it's super rad. Okay, so that said, me and Mr. Giggles here, aka Mick Jagger.
Rod Stewart. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, Mick Jagger. Although I do like Rod Stewart. If I get a new one, I'm gonna name him Rod Stewart. Okay, let's. We've been following these belts up until now, but the belts just ended. We have 2 doors we can go through. Because this seems to be like a place that operations happen, what my fear is that one of these doors goes out into a waiting room. So this door that I'm close to on the south side, I want to put my ear up to it and listen to see if I hear anything on the other side before I actually open it.
No, so you put your ear up and there's no other sounds that are coming through.
Perfect.
You don't know if it's because of too thick or if because there's just nothing on the other side.
Yeah, so in that case, I want to check the door, see if it's unlocked. And if it's unlocked, I do want to go ahead and just open it.
Nope, and it's the same. It's the same kind of sliding doors.
Oh, I forget that. Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah, and just as a reminder for everyone, and Ray, I know it's been a month. So even the walls down here feel different, right? They look different than what was above, and the doors feel different. Like everything down here was constructed by people or things that did not make the top floor, right? So it's just
how's the lighting? Is it like low lit, well lit?
So where you were like kind of waiting, it was like pitch black. Here, there's like track lighting in the corners, but it's pretty dim, right? Not dim as in the DD mechanic, because we're not rolling at disadvantage or anything.
Okay.
But like it is.
Light.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like maybe like a hip church.
It is important to know for Ray, for your purposes. I would fill you in. Hey, welcome back. I used health stems a few days, or a little bit ago before I.
A few hours.
I had 2 health stems. They're gone now.
Yeah, and I only have 1 health stem remaining. So I used one of mine as well. It got a little dicey for a second. So that is to say,
you fight anyone?
We fought a few people, so we're a little bit down.
Yeah. And you would have seen on your way
bodies,
2 dead bodies, a couple of robots that were broken up, 1 robot that was like armed but avoided.
And then Andrew, who is semi-armed. If we could go ahead, I'm going to go and open that southern door.
I'm going to be on guard now that I know that there was like people fought.
You're okay. You're opening that door, so I'll come down there with you then if you're opening. I was going to check this door before you did that, but it's fine.
Yeah, I got the machete out and I'm watching pretty close behind just in case.
My Figma's all weirded out.
I will ready my crossbow.
Oops, sorry. There we go. I was dumb.
Okay,
so you go into a room and it's almost identical to the room you guys were just in, right? There's a couple more chairs with similar options, similar buckets with kind of some guts in it, but definitely less. Right. What you could kind of assume by just like looking around is that the room you guys were in is like the prime spot. And then this is like an overflow room.
Oh, what do you think? Do you think we should like go through one of these doors? Or do you think we should? I mean, we had just been continuously just going like what is in essence east on our map. Should we go back up to that top door in the other room?
Is that a door or an opening, by the way?
That's just a hallway, it looks like.
Yeah. You could go stick your head through if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to just peek like.
Your head blows off.
Yeah. Right. Oh, there is a door. Okay.
Oops. So as you like stick your head through, there's a door, but the door's open and all you see in there is like one guard kind of walking away from you down the other room.
And now I'm out of the way, and I'm like letting them know through hand signals.
They have these like laser gun things, and they hit really hard. Just so you know,
I'm
because we
going
had
to
one shoot
back
at us,
with you.
and then we kind of just ran away from it.
And then I was passed out.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna point back where we came from.
All right,
that
let's
we can
go.
check
Let's
that
go
other
back in
door
here.
instead.
Let's go check out that room up top real quick, just so that we can have covered our bases.
Is it a mechanical door or
I think it just
have a
slides
lock on it?
open if it's like the other ones.
Yeah,
that
we
It's
were
like another
already-
electronic door. They've been locked, so Andrew's the one who opens them. But what the way we're playing it is like there's no urgency, so we're not doing checks for it because like eventually he would be able to get it.
Okay. Cool.
Let's
So
see
I'll do it.
If
Can I roll my stealth?
to what?
I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense if there's someone on the other side, like to check.
I guess I'm a
love to hear
little
it.
nervous because I don't know how to use this arm yet. So I'm just like any amount of help or assistance. But yeah, anyway.
So the door opens up, and you could soon use your stealth if you want. You guys don't see the big U hallway, but you do see a hallway that goes like down, and then you can see it turns left. And you don't hear anything specific, but it does get thin enough that you have to like go single file, and there's barely even any room. Like your shoulders for the bigger boys are probably like touching, where Patrick's character is probably just kind of dancing down the hallway, right?
Yeah,
Like
let's let Mick go first. Mick is built for this, and honestly, I think it makes sense if I go last. So why don't we go like Mick, everyone else, and then I'll take the rear. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
All right. So
You're telling me.
Let's get that order in.
Yeah. And be sure you check for traps.
Yes, I can go ahead of you if you want because you have an arm that does not. Well, you don't know what it does, so I don't mind going ahead of you and checking for traps if you want to be protected.
I love the initiative. Go for it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get like one roll for investigation.
Ooh.
From everybody or from
Ray?
21.
21's great.
19 on the first roll.
So you don't find any traps in this hallway at all. But what you do kind of realize is that the hallway's probably not all the way finished, right? This looks almost like an extension that's like connecting or going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So where the other walls felt more maybe substantial, this one feels kind of rickety, and the lighting is probably like spotty. It's blinking in and out. But you do kind of realize like you are transitioning from one area to another.
Okay. And Mick is going to continue to lead the way. I'm just going to go in, unless you stop me.
Yeah, no.
Mick
you guys get all the way. You guys go through this like really thin, and you do see it opened up in T. To the left, there's a closed door. To the right, there is an open room, which you can't see into really, even from like turning that corner, unless you walk all the way in.
Does Mick have the ability to like stealth and see things, or should one of us?
Mick has the ability to just
get hit,
to absorb things. So because we're in a single file, if we turn this corner, like it puts us in a position where I think just having a something to absorb is nice. So if this is open, we can do one of two things. A, we can go to the left, go through this door, or B, we can just let Mick just go in and just see what happens to Mick.
And then potentially have people running down a single file.
They don't necessarily know anything's behind Mick. They don't know what's behind Mick. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So
True. Okay. All right. I mean, I think that makes sense if we ready right here, because then if people come behind, then we can pick them off as they show themselves around that corner. So personally, I'm okay with Mick going.
Yeah, let's let Mick turn the corner. Mick's going to turn the corner, and Mick is going to move into this room.
Slow and steady.
Yeah, and as Mick goes into that room, you do hear a battle cry kind of coming out from a man. Oops, that's not what I want to turn on. I want to turn on.
Coming out from your man?
Oops. From a man. So
from a man.
You guys don't see it, but where are my assets? You do see or hear a dude like taking a swing, and do you hear it hit? No. But you do hear a grunt and kind of a swing.
So I'm getting that machete right in front of me.
Let's roll initiative. You guys don't have to get involved, right? Okay. But at least we're gonna like get in some sort of order in case you do want to.
Oh, this is my first time fighting something because I've missed every single one.
11.
Do I roll at a disadvantage?
No. It's not a saving throw.
All right, good.
Oh. And what do I add to this? My initiative 2.
Yeah.
23.
10.
I rolled a natural 20.
Woohoo! Good. That makes up for my 10.
I would have rather rolled that in combat, but that's all right.
All right, Andrew, you go first. Eris hears Mick Jagger get swung at. You can assume you might have heard Mick Jagger do like a zzz as it tries to like dodge these hits, right? Because he is semi-sentient. And you'd hear what sounds like a fairly deep grunt.
I fly up over.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, I fly
over.
Aslan.
Avril Lavigne. Aslan. Yeah. And I come right here to the corner.
Yeah.
And while still.
Yeah, I was just saying, what you see is a hobgoblin, but both his arms have been replaced with these giant mechanical arms, which he is taking and swinging out at a 10-foot range. And like, so he's really like back here swinging at the robot.
Arm wrestling.
Okay. So from the corner then with my plasma crossbow.
Yeah.
I will attempt to shoot at him. Do I get advantage on that since he's not looking at me?
Yeah, he's engaged with someone else.
Great. Okay, I'm glad we got that because I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 13 plus 5, so 18.
Cool. 1 second.
Better.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Oh shit! Jam my finger into the.
That's the reason you don't get sharp corners, hard corners.
You have to childproof your room.
He's just not used to his arm yet, guys.
I'll put those clips on like the cabinets.
One of those water noodles around it.
Ooh.
I do.
Ooh, look at you.
What was my plus? Because I don't have it marked in here.
I think it was. It's your strength plus your proficiency bonus. So was it a 4?
What's my? Okay, so 3.
3.
Okay, so 9 piercing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a ranged attack. So it'd be your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Oh, so plus 5, so 11 piercing.
Perfect. So yeah, he takes the bolt kind of like right through the side, and he instantly changes his approach from the little droid to you, and he kind of gets up in between you, and he also takes a swing at you.
Is he next in initiative? Come on now.
Yeah.
That sucks.
18. I'm sure that hits, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Fudge.
What, that arm doesn't add more?
Stems. I don't have any health stems.
Sorry, I just had a fun.
I got you.
7. So you see him, and as he swings at you, he almost like dents the wall with his fist because he's just swinging these arms. All right, Sleazel.
Yeah, so I am going to.
I'm so nervous.
You're gonna be next. Just think of what you want to do.
I already know what I'm doing.
All right,
I got it.
I don't know what type of creature is this again?
Hobgoblin.
It's a hobgoblin.
Okay. So I obviously can't charm person on a hobgoblin since it's not.
I mean, it's a humanoid. I would assume charm person can do.
Oh, if
humanoids.
it's a humanoid, then I can. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I actually am gonna try to charm person. So I'm gonna slide between Aslan's legs. I'm small and nimble, so like I like that she had to duck for the first person. Then she had to jump off the ground, and I slide under the legs.
Love it.
And then I immediately am going to use my action to charm person. You must make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom as a 9 save?
It says it must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you are fighting. We are fighting, so you get to do it with advantage.
Oh, that was 20.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm gonna say that you
yeah, he sees like between Eris's legs, this little goblin. I don't know what you're doing to charm him, with your keytar, what you're presenting, but he is not interested. Right? It's just fury over his face.
Oh,
Aslan.
So he's an angry.
Oh yeah, he's mega pissed.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me check one thing real quick before I look foolish. But I guess I will look foolish regardless of what I do, and I understand that. I'm gonna do nothing, and I can't move out of melee because I don't want to get hit. So
You're not actually close enough. You can move wherever you want.
Okay, so the problem
and there's
is
someone in between.
Because of the line of people right here, I'm just gonna back up against this door so that way
try to open the corner.
Yeah, so at least Aslan has a place to step in.
Sure.
But that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, Aslan, what are you trying?
I'm gonna yell duck and use my station pistol to shoot him from like back behind everyone.
Yeah, right
so
between.
I'm not getting right up there.
Mm-hmm.
What do I? I've never done anything.
It's okay. So you're gonna take your D20. You're gonna roll that. You're gonna use your proficiency and your dexterity. And then on your hit, actually, I think we decided you don't add your proficiency. We could look that up again, but I think it was just your dexterity on a hit after you get a hit. So roll your D20.
Yep. Okay.
What'd you get for your D20?
12.
Cool. And then you're gonna add your proficiency, which I believe is 1 right now for everybody.
2. Proficiency bonus is 2,
Perfect.
and my dex is 2.
So that's 4. So 16 total.
Yes.
Cool. You hit.
Oh, cool.
So now you roll your D20, and you're gonna add just your dexterity, I believe. But we could Google. Yeah.
A D20.
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry, no, not D20, not D20. Sorry.
It's whatever.
I wish.
It's probably a D6, right? On the station pistol?
It doesn't say that on my sheet.
I can find it.
Station pistol. What are you wanting? It's 1d6 piercing.
Yeah.
1d6. Okay.
Roll the D6 plus your dexterity.
Well,
what are you gonna say?
He's rolling that. Point of order.
Yeah.
You, based on what I was asking before, you were giving me my attack bonus. I know my attack bonus. So I added my proficiency. So take that away. It's just 3. So I did 9 damage to him, not 11.
Perfect.
All right. Okay. So I rolled a 5, and then I add what?
Your dexterity, I believe, and we can look this up after. We should really figure this out.
All right. So 7.
Good hit. Yeah. So now he's taking a bolt. You take a shot at him, maybe hitting his shoulder, but he's still pissed, right? Maybe this is even making him angrier. Not Aslan, you just went. Eris, your turn.
Do we get any bonus? Like, what about?
What
does that work?
Bonus for what?
I don't know. I feel like anytime I've watched rogues get like bonus things that happen.
You get your like dodge. You get your it's dodge, hide,
dip, dive, duck.
So those are the things you gained at 3. You get some more. You could also use your sneak attack, which you might just want to Google, and then next time you can use your sneak attack if you want, because you
would kind of hide behind what's going on.
Well, no, you just whenever you get an attack at advantage, you can use sneak attack, and because he's already engaged with the person in front of you, you could get your sneak attack.
So wouldn't I have gotten that for that? What just happened?
You'd have to look it up. I'm guessing. I don't remember exactly. So just Google sneak attack if you want. Then you can add that number.
Yes.
But I can't know your characters.
Right. At some point, we will get the hang of this.
Oh yeah, no worries. And if
when we stop having a month in between sessions.
I believe sneak attack is a D6. So if you're like, oh, I could have used my sneak attack this round, just add a D6 and tell me what you got.
Cool. All right, I'm doing that now.
Okay. All right, Eris.
Oh wait, I can move, right? So I can tuck back.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I will. Did we skip? Did you go?
I went right after you.
Yeah.
No, not you. Did you go, Sleazel?
Yeah.
Did you do damage to him?
No. He tried to charm him.
Okay.
I should have. I made a mistake. I should have used command instead of charm, but that's fine. Lesson learned.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. So I will. fly above him, I guess, to the other side. Would that constitute an attack of
What we'd have to do is oops, wrong one. We would push what was your bot's name?
Wait, does Mick get
Mick?
to yeah, it's Mick Jagger.
No,
yeah, does Mick go? Wait,
no, Mick doesn't attack. He just takes hit if Patrick gets attacked.
Okay.
So I just fly to the other side, essentially.
Yeah, opening it up. I get it.
And then I will, with 2 hands, bring my plasma swords down upon him.
Yeah.
Cool. So using your versatility.
Yes. So coming down, and I do. So hang on. 17.
17 to hit. Yep.
To hit.
Yeah,
To hit.
and for your damage, and I mean obviously to hit 2, you can either do your strength or your dexterity, because I believe in addition to versatile, it's also I can't remember. There's an attribute where you can use both.
Okay, so
Okay, look at it now.
dexterity or strength. I would use dexterity. So
Yeah.
it doesn't. I'm using dexterity either way.
Finesse. A finesse weapon, you can use both.
D12.
Or either.
Yeah, I can deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Okay.
D12.
What's your D6 roll? Is it once per short rest, or what's that rule?
D10. It's a D.
It says if you have advantage on the attack roll, but I guess I would have, because that means he was engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can roll your D6.
So
What are we looking at?
10 fire damage.
Okay, let me just do some math. Okay, he's looking terrible. As your plasma blade kind of comes down, one arm is cut clean off through the mechanical bits. He drops down to one knee, but then gets up to swing his other terrible arm at you. Totally missing, right? As he's like kind of teetering off, he like goes to get an uppercut and like just hits the wall next to you. Sleazel.
2. Add 2.
Oh, he's looking almost dead.
Okay, let me ask a quick question. And I know I only have 6 seconds. Do I perceive this as anything more than like a minion?
So he's much stronger than the other one, right? Like you've multiple shots into him now. The other ones went down much faster. The other ones didn't have obvious mechanical bits like he does. All they had were those kind of ports in the back of their heads. Okay. So I don't know if minion, if we're meta talking, you wouldn't know if it was like a boss or a minion or just someone who's maybe a higher rank.
Okay, I'm going to actually do command. I'm going to roll to well, actually I don't roll. It's an action. You have to make a wisdom saving throw. You don't get advantage on this, by the way.
It's okay. I only got a 3.
Perfect. And so I get to give a 1-word command, and the creature has to obey the 1-word command.
Yeah.
And it has to obey on its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thought is that if I just tell the creature to, like, basically... for those that don't know or haven't used command before, I can pick any 1-word command. However, they do also suggest common commands. And one of them is drop. So basically the creature would take halt. So like the creature would take no action on its next turn. It would just stop what it's doing and like I think it even goes prone or whatever. Or maybe it just stands there but just stops.
He's already on one knee. Yeah.
So that gives us the ability to try to like tie the creature up or like take control of him and actually try to question him instead of just killing him. So
if we touch him or hurt him, doesn't it break your like spell over him?
So this is gonna last for a round. So basically, it gives us another round where we're not gonna get attacked by this creature to subdue the creature. Obviously, It's up to the DM exactly what happens. But that said, all of that, I'm gonna do.
Can we speak to a hobgoblin? Is this something we have language?
One of you may be able to. I'm gonna just tell the creature to halt. So the creature will not move and will not take an action on its turn. So I just tell the creature to halt.
So as he swung his fist and hit the wall like next to Eris, you just like yell at him halt, and as like his fist hits the wall, he just freezes and like makes direct eye contact with you. And then that goes down to Aslan's turn.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and ask, do I kill it or what do you want me to do?
I think if we can subdue the creature to get out of combat, we can question the creature and maybe
you have rope?
Figure out where we are, what we're doing, that type of thing. But all I know is it's frozen right now. That's like all I could do on that turn. And again, this all has to happen in 6 or whatever seconds. So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm seeing if I have rope. Like what? All right, I guess I'm walking into the room and
I believe everyone starts with rope. I think that's just
I think it's in your adventurers pack anyway.
Yeah, adventurers, dungeoneers. I think they all come with rope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 50 feet of rope. Okay.
Yeah.
So I tie him up for my action.
Yeah, and as you do, like his eyes are darting, but he's unable to move. So like you're moving his arms down to his sides. You're tying him up. There's still
his one arm.
Yeah, his one arm, and there's like blood coming out, right? And there's probably oil coming out from his arm. Like he is in terrible shape. So he's bound.
He's
so
also on fire. So I don't know that
the plasma bait, because plasma they don't cause fire, right? It's like a soldering type thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So if
anything, it cauterizes the wound and keeps him from dying.
That's so then why do I give fire damage?
Because it's plasma, it's a heat, right? It's like
okay. All right.
When
so it doesn't work the same
door.
way that fire damage typically works, which is it continues to do damage in the next turn.
Actually, I don't think in D&D that's a thing at all.
Oh.
Unless they're like literally standing in fire. Like if you did like a firewall and then they were standing in it, then they take
a fireball sets an environment on fire, so that would cause.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no fire damage. Anytime you see fire damage in an item, it would usually be just like on hit, does a burn, puts out. Okay. You took his arm off.
Okay. Cool.
So he wouldn't be like gushing out blood. It's cauterized.
Except for that you shot him, and he also sent a bolt through his chest. So yeah, he's not doing good.
All right, so he's tied up now. And I'll look at the other two. Like, have your way with them. Like, does anybody speak his language?
I was trying to look. It doesn't have it in my notes, but I imagine I can probably speak Hobgoblin because it's probably common, right?
Nope. He would speak most likely some sort of goblinoid. He could speak common, right? So you could try. I would assume, like, I mean, you wouldn't know, right? You'd have to try. But I think your assumption could be like everyone on the 4th ring, for the most part, does speak common in addition to maybe their other kind of root language. So you speaking common, Adam, wouldn't be like a weird thing.
Okay.
And are we out of combat now? We can all kind of act at the same time.
I'm gonna keep initiative here, but yeah, you guys can do like whatever you want now.
Okay. All right. Do you want to question him?
Yeah, I'm looking to see. I mean, I'll ask him. I'm looking to see if
we may need the charm person again.
I
don't know if he'll answer.
So if we're out of combat, I can use it, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
You might as well try.
But if we're in combat, he gets advantage on that throw.
Yeah, I would say we could be out of combat. Are these cantrips or are they spells?
So I know because I have spell slots, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you've used 2 so far with command and charm.
Well, and the thing is, I only have 2. So only cantrips I have are friends and mending.
What's
friends could work.
Wait, what does that do? Is it a 1990s sitcom?
Yeah.
Does a couch appear? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we find a baby and we have to like be its parents until like they show up. It's a very fun hijinks.
You have to like not have a job and just hang out.
So basically, all it does is I make
take me, Rachel.
I can have advantage on checks directed at a creature for a period of time. That's what friends is. And then when that period of time runs out, they realize what I was doing and they become hostile towards me.
Sure.
So,
gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, you can just try talking to it first.
I'll try. Let's try talking to him. Hey, what is going on down here? Who do you guys work for?
Yeah, and as his halt wears off and he tries to speak, he opens his mouth and a sound starts to come out, and then all of a sudden you just hear an explosion. And as his head rocks forward, the little metal thing that was on the back of his head is completely gone, and you can just see into the back of his head now.
Oh, I'm going to take my rope back.
What was that, Andrew?
It's like Black Adam, right? From Doctor Strange.
Not to spoil it.
I feel like
a little early for a spoiler.
Oh no, wait! I did see the new Doctor Strange.
Luckily, it's not 2 days ago.
Yes,
it's been 3 weeks. We're spoiler free zone now.
It's all right. Yes, Black Adam. Yeah. His head's just like, right. You guys take damage, but it totally implodes inside.
I immediately reach into my bag, pull out the 2 head chips that I've pulled off other people, and I give them to Mick Jagger because I'm not keeping those on me.
Mick Jagger takes 2 little arms. He's just like kind of floating with these 2 like chips now.
Yeah, I immediately give my head chips to Mick Jagger. And that said, I'm going to go ahead and search the body.
I'm going to coil my rope back up and start
That's what I
looking.
Picture, by the way. I picture Eva. Wally. Nothing? Nobody?
No, no, it's good. It's a movie.
Can I inspect the rest of the room while he's checking out the body?
I hate you.
Yeah, so in this room, you don't see anything of like note, right? It feels almost like just an empty room. This room is much more finished than the hallway, though. But it's kind of strange. Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot what room you're in. No, there's something very important in this room.
Oh, okay.
On the wall to the east, you see into the wall, instead of a painting, there's an engraving mural that spans the entire length. Yeah. On one side, you see a planet with a rocket coming from it. All throughout this mural, there are 9 planets and a sun. There are multiple space stations and spaceships. But where you would expect to see potentially space, you just see hundreds, if not thousands, of faces.
Ooh.
I rolled a 16, by the way, Will.
So you don't find anything of worth on him. You do know that the chips were the same as the other people. On one of his arms, the one that's left, you do see, remember that symbol we showed maybe last week, maybe or 2 weeks ago? It was a square with 4. You see that engraved into one of his arms.
Okay.
When they like walked in that little room that had the. Okay.
Let me do this. On the chips that I handed to Mick, and Mick is going to keep them. But I do want to examine the chip to see if there's any markings or writing like stamped into the board on the chip.
Yeah, and as you do, and you turn it around, I don't know if you remember, but from the backside, there's a whole bunch of wires that were kind of hanging loose. As you move those apart, you do see that symbol in the middle of all the wires.
Okay, great.
You see which symbol?
It's
like a square with 4 lines coming from each side.
Yeah, this is the same symbol we saw in that room back there, and it's on these chips.
On the shrine.
Yeah, and it's on this guy's like arm as well or whatever. So it seems like this is the. It seems pretty clear that this is the organization, and so this what is this painting?
I'm also gonna walk up to Eris and kind of whisper like, if he just got killed, is someone watching us? Like, why would that have just gone off?
I don't know.
He either set it off or someone's aware.
Yeah, no, it seems like that, but it could easily be happening like remotely. It does like it
triggered.
It doesn't mean they're necessarily close. I'm sorry. I am curious about this painting. You said it's a rocket taking off from somewhere. And
so there's 9 planets, and it's not a painting. It's like scratched in.
Okay.
So because it's all metal, right? And it's just crudely carved in the whole thing. So there's 9 planets throughout the whole wall. From one planet, there's a spaceship coming off it.
Which planet? Like, if I'm drawing this out in my notebook, I've got 9 planets. Which one is it flying from, and is it flying to something?
You can't tell where it's flying to. You could tell, though, that it's the 3rd closest to the sun, which is towards the middle of the whole mural.
Oh, there's a sun in the middle of all the planets.
So 9 planets, a sun, a spaceship specifically coming off that 3rd planet. But there's also other spaceships kind of just around. There's a couple space stations around, but behind all of that, in like the white space of this mural, it's filled with hundreds, if not thousands, of faces.
Instead of stars, it's faces.
Yeah, but like denser, probably even, right? Like there is
almost like
there
a
is
pattern.
nothing but faces. Yeah.
Butt faces.
I'm gonna. So there's a door right there. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to slowly come down here and peek around and see what's this way.
Let me see.
Is this an accurate depiction of what we're looking at, Will?
Down a little.
No, very similar, I think. Yeah.
But then you could imagine that each one of those is in a different part of its orbit, right? So it's probably seeing more like 9 things orbiting around a certain thing, and the rocket's coming off the third one. But like it's probably a circular mural, if that makes sense.
Maybe, but he said it was going across the wall.
Yeah, so it has to be elongated. There's going to be some height differences, of course.
But it's not a traditional lunar. It's not a traditional lunar map.
It's not like a big circle, right? Because it's the whole length.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not like they didn't commission this. Somebody scratched this into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe they did, but they just overpaid.
We don't know what they paid. They might have paid the correct amount.
That's fair. There's a lot of unknowns here.
Fiverr was involved or something. As you go down there, and if one of you opens that door, it's just a big empty room. There's actually, it's like oddly empty, perhaps just not occupied yet.
All right. I feel the pressure to keep moving forward because there were people running from us, and it feels like we're getting close to something.
You did kill those people.
The people that were running from us?
Wait, which people were running from you?
The people that we were trying to... The people that we were trying to...
That killed the elf that we found.
Yeah, you killed them when you guys shot that hanging glass screen.
Oh.
So we're literally chasing people you've already killed.
I'm so bloodthirsty that we're this deep and I've already killed the person 5 rooms ago.
At least.
Well, how come? Wait, hang on. How did we not recognize them from the holo?
So the hologram wasn't detailed. I did tell you it was a human and a goblin, and then when you came up to those people, I did say you're going up against a human and a goblin.
To be fair, there was a few weeks in between in real life.
I blame this on Elle because she's supposed to be the rational one.
She was also stuck in a conveyor belt during the time of that combat.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, in that case.
All right. So we're moving forward.
Yeah.
There's nothing down there. It's just a room.
And I searched the goblin. There was nothing on the goblin. It seems very clear someone is watching what's going on. But
so stand guard and
let's go.
Do you want to unlock that door and then let Mick continue forward?
Got it.
All right.
So
Onward.
As Mick goes in and you guys slowly
wait, real quick. Sorry.
Mick's in already.
How are you on health?
That's a good question.
Health bump?
I'm not doing great, Jim.
Okay.
You need a little hit?
Can I healing hands? Him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it once per long rest, so
sure.
I got it.
Are you playing as this is a technology or this is a magic?
I would like to play as a magic.
That's fine.
Yeah, you do.
Forbidden.
Because we're among friends.
Forbidden.
That's what friends do.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, I will wait to walk in.
What do I add to this?
I believe it's just whatever the spell says. What does it say? 1d4?
Oh, right. Duh. I don't have to roll. I get to.
Nope, no hit. He wants this to happen.
Oh, duh. Oh, 4. Look at that.
Touch me.
All right, 4?
Yes.
Okay.
I just stick my hand on his head and pat it, and you feel a little better.
I'm back up to 12 out of 15. That's not bad. Thank you.
Hey, there we go. The spell dice is coming through. Good job.
All right, mix in.
All right.
Cool. All right,
you hear nothing, right? There's no man swinging at it. Mick just walks in. And as you guys all walk into this kind of dimly lit room, it's completely different than all the ones you've been in prior. The kind of crude metal walls are coated in what you could only assume is some sort of brass or gold, which is reflecting all of the light in here. So it just appears brighter. On the south-facing wall, that's accidentally clipped off because of my mask. On the south-facing wall, there's a vertical screen. And let me just find this thing. So a golden wall has a vertical screen embedded. You all see faces cycling through it, but when trying to explain or even recall the features, you aren't able to. You aren't even sure if you're seeing the same faces as each other until the faces begin to speak through a single voice derived from millions of voices. You tread on holy ground and you are found unwelcome. The face disappears and the entire wall turns black. As code begins to write itself down the walls, a big big button says run command and then changes to activate. As it says that, the wall dissolves into almost dust or pixels and evaporates. And behind the wall,
oh my gosh.
So this blue line, can I select that? Oh, I don't know where I put it. As that wall disappears, all you see is a giant mechanical structure. Let me grab my component.
Mechanical? That's a good nickname for Mick.
Oh God, it got bigger.
In the center of the room. Yeah, so it's probably 10 feet-ish. And what you see, it's a big metal structure, but grafted into the front of it is a legless man. So his back is completely like welded to the structure. So is his head. The only thing hanging free are his two arms that kind of just drape down by his sides.
But like as the bad guy from Dune or from The Last Jedi?
It's more similar to The Last Jedi.
Okay, all right.
Palpatine, right?
Yes. Or Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
Sorry.
And as he sits there, 8 legs come from behind it and kind of unfold and stand it up.
No, like
a spider.
Wild West?
Yeah. Except
Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want none of this. 6-gun in this, brother running this Buffalo Soldier look. It's like I told you.
That's what Mick does.
Are we gonna get flagged?
Any
now?
damsel that's okay, fine, whatever.
The only last little bit I want to tell you is like, unlike a spider where all 4 legs hang and drape evenly from the side, its front 2 legs are fully extended and its back legs are folded. So it kind of scurries towards you with the belly facing you.
What the fuck?
So I need you guys to roll initiative.
And I am definitely stuck in I'm in the doorway. I did not go in very far.
Oh man.
Because I never do.
22.
22?
Yeah.
17. You're using them all now, aren't you?
Yeah.
14, 15,
oh, you guys are rolling.
16.
You guys are rolling. You're rolling decent.
Finally. I was like 10 last time.
I just noticed that on the Twitch, Patrick, even though Tracy's not here, you still have me at the bottom and she's above me.
I think it's important for your ego. It's fine.
Okay, so Eris, with that 22, you go first. How would you like to handle this?
Well,
screaming.
I would like to fly.
How high are the ceilings?
Taller than they were, but they're still pretty short. Maybe 12, 15 feet at most.
Okay, so you can get up pretty high.
I'm taking a little fly to the back of the room and engage shooting with my crossbow. Well, shit. 13.
That misses. You watch as it bolt kind of flies over this giant hulk of a machine.
Cool.
Okay.
What does cunning action do again?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Google
Yeah,
it.
I'll look it up.
I don't think it's a bonus action though, because it's not called cunning bonus action. Patrick, while he's Googling that, what would you like to attempt to do?
If I miss, I'm gonna fly. I think actually I'll fly over to this corner there.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's what lets you do the dash, disengage, or hide action.
Okay, bonus. So it is actually a bonus action.
It is a bonus action.
Yeah,
cool.
so
All right, good.
you could, but I can't assume you can do any of those 3 things where you are.
I also don't need to because
you
I'm
don't
not,
really need to do any of
the only thing you could possibly do would be to hide so that you could shoot with advantage like next turn, but there's
nothing to hide.
There's nowhere to hide. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go to that corner, so I'm splitting his attention.
So okay, so here's I'm gonna do a couple things. One, I have a visual displacement device which says gives 30 minutes of disadvantage for whoever's targeted. It's a one-time use item. Does that mean if I use it on myself, I'm like out of phase and people attacking me get disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So I'm not going to use that yet. I wanted to make sure I understood what it did before I do, but I still have Mick right here, so I'm not gonna pop that. What I will do is I'm gonna throw an energy dagger.
Okay.
Are we? Oh, how many feet away am I?
Let's see, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-ish.
So since my dagger's 20 and 60, the 60 is at disadvantage, or the 60 is... Okay.
You can throw up to 25 with no disadvantage, up to 60 with disadvantage.
So I could close the gap. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you can move 10 feet closer.
I can. I get... What's my speed? Let me check real quick, because I want to make sure I can do what I want to do. My speed.
Probably 30.
Is everybody's just basically 30? Oh, no, mine's 25. Mine, I guess because I have short legs.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so then 5, 10, 15, 20, move up 10, 5, 10, 15. Okay, I think that works. So I'm going to move up 10 in that case. So that means I have to move up 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. That puts me on the edge of where he is, so I assume I can throw there. And I'm going to go and throw my energy dagger. But
sorry.
Thank you. It's an 8, which is not gonna be good enough. The next thing I'm gonna do is, as a bonus action, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration to inspire others. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bardic Inspiration on Aslan, since Aslan goes next. And then what I'm going to do, so I have 15 movement. My thought is this thing's really big, so I doubt it can fit through this doorway that Aslan is standing in.
That's under my legs.
So I would like to end my turn on the other side of the doorway, because I can always run back in, but I'd rather be out of the way in case this tank like sprays crap all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and move 15 out of the doorway just to break line of sight. And at
this point, I'm used to you doing this, so I will like open my legs and let you like crawl or run underneath. Go for it. I'm pretty tall.
So with that, that's the end of my turn. Aslan, go ahead. And just so you know, with Bardic Inspiration, what that means is that you get... a Bardic Inspiration die, which is a D6, and anytime in the next 10 minutes, you can add that D6 to like a check or an attack roll. So if you're rolling to hit, you could add a D6 to your roll to hit if you don't think you're going to have enough.
You just have to know before I tell you if it hits or not.
Yeah, you have to make that decision before you know that. So anyway, but basically you have a D6 to add to something you do over the next 10 minutes.
But not damage.
Right.
Cool. Yep. Okay. I stood in the doorway and didn't actually walk all the way in from the beginning. So am I considered hidden?
Give me a stealth check. Let's see.
Let's do some roguing.
As I throw this across.
Yeah, let's do some roguing.
16 plus. What's it plus?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
16s. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna do, and I looked it up just to be sure. And so basically, I get sneak attack, or we as rogues
you get advantage.
Sneak attack if we have advantage, which I just got, or if our member is within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, you're doing the thing.
Yeah, and I get it once per turn. It's not like a
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's my station pistol. So 10 plus 4, 14. 17?
17 hits.
Ooh, cool. Okay. And that is.
I have a question while she's doing that.
Yeah.
Becca gave us a new item. Does that item become available to us in play now, or is that just added to the roster of things we can get later?
Let's for now say roster. I don't know. Is there a channel points thing for new items?
That's what she was doing.
There is, and I had the list
Perfect.
of those things. I just haven't
Cool.
passed it along yet. Yes.
What I'd say is that sounds more fun than game breaking. So you don't have it now, but you'll end up just getting it for free later.
Okay, cool. Like we'll stumble across it.
Yeah, if it was like a weapon or something, you'd be like, all right, it'll be available to purchase somewhere. But like that just sounds fun.
Yeah.
Especially if it sounds like it'll get racist real quick.
Not like this damn arm though.
8.
8 damage, and that's with your D6?
Yes, that's with my sneak attack.
Cool.
And then I would like to rehide, so it was basically like I was hidden, I popped out, and I don't know if it'll count because he'll know where I am now, but
it doesn't matter because he's going to spend his turn and go up to McJaggerbot, the only thing within his range, and he's going to use his 2 human arms to like grab it.
Just try. I grease up McJagger every morning.
You remember the AC for McJagger?
I do. 15.
8 plus. No, that misses. So you see his like 2 kind of dead arms start like swinging to try to grab it as the body kind of like goes in and out. But no go. That goes back to Eris.
I'd like to Arcana check my arm.
Okay. You gotta do your disadvantage because you're still exhausted.
17.
With disadvantage?
I rolled a 17 and a 19.
Yeah, we'll give that to you. 1 second. I gotta get my book.
Haha! He's got to get his book.
we need something because.
Nice move on that, by the way.
I would have had it ready, but I forgot you had an arm.
Did you say nice move?
Yeah, good thing to Arcana check it now. That's a good time to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because like, what if there's rockets in here?
Again, I still hope that was actually just an underground sex shop, and it just does something really vulgar.
Immediately starts masturbating.
So, for your own knowledge, and just to get off that, you have
that's correct. That's what it's called.
That's actually what it's called.
You have what's called the Gauntlet of Protection. This prothesis replaces one of your hands or arm with a slightly oversized metallic version that allows you to use your hand normally. It has 4 charges and regains 1d4. I'll give this to you all too, but you can write it. You have 4 charges and you gain 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. As a reaction, 1 charge, you can take when attacked. The gauntlet manifests a small plane of pure translucent force that flickers and gleams, taking on a shield-like shape that hovers near you for 1 round, granting you a +2 bonus to AC and advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Sweet.
So as you sit there, just for your bonus effect, you use 1 charge accidentally, and all around you comes up this like energy shield, and then goes away.
Did you just say just on magic and stuff, so that doesn't protect him from like
only so AC is for everything. So your AC goes up +2.
Okay.
As a reaction. But if he had saving throws, so if someone tries to use charm against him, he'll have advantage.
Cool.
So it went away. Like I don't get it.
It's a reaction, just every attack if you want to use it. So it's not a timed thing. It like as someone's blade comes in, it comes up, takes it, and then.
So I have it available right now.
Yes, you have 3 more charges.
Oh, so I wasted 1 in learning this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you get a charge back every day.
1d4. You could get all 4 back.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you'll give me that information later. I just wrote down. This
Don't
has a name, by the way. because of the name generator last time, my left arm's name is Carpal Tuner.
By mistake. Yes, Carpal Tuner. Do we know who named that?
I'm pretty sure it was
Jedi.
I'm pretty sure it was Robbie. Yeah. Okay.
No,
so
same
now,
one who named Sleazel. Was that?
That's exactly correct. Yes. Yeah. The one and the same. I will stay where I am, and I will fire. No, I won't. I know what I'll do. I can't stay where I am. Can't. So
you could land.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I can go here. I'm gonna go here, and since I'm behind him, I'd like to do my sneak attack.
He's also engaged.
Okay, so then I'd like to engage him otherwise.
With your advantage, yeah.
Yes.
And sneak attack, yeah. So roll 2d20 for your hit.
Wait, I rolled 2d20 for my
disadvantage sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have advantage, so.
Okay, so 13 or 14, so 19 to hit.
Hits.
And then I will roll 1. 9 piercing.
Cool. So yeah, it was a bolt, right?
Yeah.
So you watch as the bolt like hits the giant metal hulk in the back, right? And it doesn't go all the way through.
Okay. So it embeds in.
Mm-hmm. And that was you. So Patrick, Sleazel's next.
Yeah, quick question. In terms of thrown daggers,
it's just laying on the floor there. Last time we played that, it was burning through the floor. But after the game, I decided that would really be terrible if like we just let that happen.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna say it turns off.
but what I'm saying is like, if a dagger misses, do I assume it's like I pick it up from where the person was that I threw it at, or like where do I assume?
Yeah, right around.
Probably past them or in front of them, depending on how terrible you throw.
Yeah, I don't know how exacting we want to be. I'm not gonna have enough distance.
There we go. It's right there.
Thank you. I'm not gonna be able to close that distance, but I wanted to know where it was. So I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then I'm going to shoot. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna shoot my.
1 second. Do we have an in real life word ban, or is that just an ad?
What do you mean?
On Twitch. Never mind. Maybe it's just saying that I can do this if I want.
Yes.
Never mind then. Sorry, Twitch confused me.
Yes, it's just an ad. If you want to ban us from using a word in our conversation, you can pick the person and the
attack.
word. Yeah.
Can I ban attack?
Yeah. No, you can pick you have to pick the person and the word, and then that person can't say it. Yeah.
Okay. So other people can buy that. I must have just got enough money. I've been gambling a lot during M of 1 streams.
Yeah. Okay, 15.
15 to hit?
Yes.
Let me go. Sorry, I gotta just find it real quick. Yes, that hits.
Great.
And what are you doing? What are you attacking with?
My pistol, because I still have a station pistol.
Yep.
It's a pistol.
On,
it's a pistol.
You know it.
I didn't know if you had like a second dagger you were trying to throw at him or something.
I do have a second dagger as well, but
it just went so well last time.
I have the one I picked up off the dead woman, but it only does a D4 of damage. Not that would have mattered because I just hit for 3 piercing.
Perfect. So yeah, you see another very similar to the bolt. Like it penetrates the outside, but just kind of gets lost inside.
Yep.
This one he barely.
And he's looking rough, guys.
I don't think he might be. But go ahead.
Ray, your turn. As you hear Eris being like, he looks rough.
I'm gonna sneak against the wall, and I have 30, so I think that hits me 5 beyond you.
Yeah, you just walk right over Sleazel.
Yeah, basically, we just got this relationship of the under-over like leapfrog situation.
Sure.
Just walk right over.
It's also a 5-foot square, so it's not like like you could just walk around.
No, we have a relationship.
I just didn't want to go closer. Like
Right.
I don't want to get hit.
It's over or under or nothing.
Yeah, exactly. We have a bond now, okay? And I'm going to do a station pistol again, which I get, I believe, sneak attack as well because Mick is engaged.
Yep.
Well, that was a 17. 17 and a 16. So 17 plus 4.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
Sure. Designers do math. Ooh. So 5 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. And then it was sneak attack, so I get another 1 on top of that. So 8.
Ooh, big hit. All right. So in response to that, he's gonna come down here.
What
and
the?
He's gonna try to grab you with his 2 little man hands.
It's my strong hand.
Does a 19 hit?
Fuck.
That's a yes.
That's yes. All right,
Level 2.
You take 6 damage, and he like grabs you and he's holding you. And I need you to succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
You have bardic inspiration, by the way.
It's true.
I do, but I rolled a 15.
Just making sure.
So 17.
Yeah. So as he's grabbing you, a cable comes from the creature, like the mass behind him, over his shoulder, and intersects your with forehead. And you can feel as it's trying to like itch its way around your brain, but you're being able to fight it off. So for everyone else, you see Ray or Aslan kind of raised in the air in this man's hands with a cable kind of coming over the shoulder and intersecting her forehead.
Okay.
Hey, say that last part.
There's a cable coming from over his shoulder and intersecting her forehead.
When you say intersecting, you don't mean like impaling.
Yes. Like it is now in her head. But it's like, you know, small, like a pencil cable, like an iPhone charger.
He's trying to plug into my brain.
An iPhone charger in your face. No, don't worry about
it. All right, Eris, your turn.
Fuck.
All right. I kind of wanna do a sentimental woman. They're gonna be what? All right. I don't think I can see this at this point because of the positioning. So I'm gonna come around from behind now and sneak attack with the double. I'm gonna come down, boop, like I did on the
two-handed sword.
Yeah, two-handed.
I like it. So you can use you get the extra damage, was a D10, I think, and you can use your dexterity.
I do.
Hopefully cut that motherfucking cord.
And you get advantage because he's in combat. So you could also use your sneak attack.
Yeah, I did use sneak attack.
Perfect.
So 17.
That hits.
And then I do a D12. 12, baby! Plus 3 is 15 fire damage.
Huge hit. Actually, I need to make sure I do my math right. That's
a 1 and a 5.
We're not all
plus
smart.
Like another 9, I think.
As your blade kind of comes down, you can start seeing like the electric and computer parts and mechanical parts inside of this Hulk. You watch as a few of his legs kind of become loose and uneven, possibly even like falling partially, still holding Ray, kind of rocking her back and forth.
I keep getting brought into this. I mean,
well, you're still being grappled. Patrick, your turn.
I just meant Ray versus Aslan.
Oh, sorry, Aslan.
Aslan, did you have enough movement left over to throw me my energy dagger?
Check it over.
I could have, yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know for next time.
To be fair, you didn't yell that you were running after it, so I didn't know that you were looking for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do a couple things. Seeing this hit her head, I have an intelligence enhancement patch. I'm gonna take it, put it on my forehead, slap it. What that does is I now gain advantage on intelligence ability checks for the next hour, and also saving throws. So I'm gonna do that first. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle over here to get. I'm gonna move over here to get beside Mick. Mick has those computer chips I handed him. So what I want to do is take the 2 computer chips. I'm going to throw them up against this baddie, and then I actually want to try to shoot those because I see there's like an explosive in them. So my hope is that if I hit them, it'll set off an explosive. Maybe it'll do a bit of damage.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll grab these 2 chips.
Hopefully not blow us all up.
Throw them up against the base of him, and I'm going to shoot them with my energy pistol. Not my energy pistol, my station pistol.
Okay. Because you're trying to attack something so small, the AC has to be fairly high. So let's say this. Let's say, because you're throwing them up against him, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's say it's going to be his armor class +5 to hit the little things, and then we'll give you extra explosions. If you don't get the +5, but you pass his armor class, your bullet will just hit him.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's great. Because I was gonna.
It's like a bonus if you
I was
do
gonna
really
suggest letting me roll to get him against him and then roll to hit. But I like what you're saying. It's the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I got these new dice.
Big money, big money.
Big thank you, Jonathan Cottrell, Developer T, for like getting me these
Super
glass
iridescent.
dice, like the whole set. They're like super.
How are they rolling?
Cool. Today not great. I'm gonna be honest. Last time I played,
keep using
awesome.
them.
Today not great.
You
You're feeling what I feel sometimes. By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. So, man, I really wish I cast my bardic inspiration on myself. Is that something people can do?
I don't think so.
Sounds wrong.
I can't
I don't
play
know,
myself
maybe
a
that's
song and get jazzed off my own song.
That's what the other arm does.
Oh.
I don't think you meant that bad, but sounded it. Okay.
I
I
did.
think exactly how I meant it.
I think we all know what I meant.
What does a 6 get me?
Oh, Jesus.
You throw the 2 chips with so much pizzazz, and then you like try to shoot them midair. You just like shoot over everything. So that's all right, Ray. Before you can do anything, I need you to try to do a strength check.
I still have movement left over, DM Will.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
you can move.
I am going to just move to the other side of Mick Jagger.
Don't blame you.
But go ahead.
Why aren't you killing him for us or with us?
I got a 15.
Me?
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
why
not
aren't-
enough. You try to like storm your way through, and he keeps you held.
So if he keeps me held, I'm fine with that for what I was going to do. Is that going to stop me from doing anything? Because I'm not like paralyzed.
No, but he's like holding you. So like, what do you want to try to
But
do?
my arms aren't like.
Was it more of a cradle?
I assumed he like kind of had me, but
We could say you could try to attack.
because I have a machete, so I basically want to
Could
reach
we
for my
do-
machete and
I
try
like
to
that.
cut.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah, try to cut his arms off.
You're gonna try to-
Absolutely.
Or just
Try to
cut
cut
the
Anything
wire
in front
that's
of
in
me
your
that's
head.
holding me. Yeah.
Well, let's be specific. Are you trying to get one of his arms? Are you trying to get him? Are you trying to get the cable that's in your head?
I'm trying to basically swing in front, so I'm catching whatever's attaching to me.
Choose
So
one.
if it's his
Choose
arms,
one.
that's
Choose
fine.
one.
Choose
Arms
one.
is fine.
Okay.
All right, so machete 18, 19, 22.
That hits.
That's all it is. What? I got a 6 plus 2, which is all I could get with it. So
8?
8. Because I
That's
don't
like-
think I
yeah.
can get sneak
Don't worry, it's
attack with
plenty.
any of that.
You bring down your machete and you miss his arms and you just lodge it into his head. And as you do, both arms kind of go limp, dropping you to the
Okay.
floor. The little plug kind of gets like ripped out of your forehead, and you guys watch as this whole like big ombring thing kind of falls to the floor.
Is
dead.
it dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we fared pretty well against this
I was
thing. I thought
think
this
so
thing was
too.
gonna.
I was expecting more than that. I did not a lot of
Nothing.
damage. I did 3 damage. I did 3.
Oh,
little
okay.
little like stat update. Total, you guys did 51 damage. So
Someone
good
messed
job.
up their
Well, I
math,
guess I
for
did
sure.
15 with that last one. To be fair,
It was a big hit. I had to bring out my calculator to make sure he didn't kill him.
I did. Yeah, I did max. I did max on that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so knowing
Got
that,
nerves there for a second.
I am going to sheepishly retrieve the chips and give them back to Mick that I just threw. I'm going to go get my energy dagger and put it back. So now I'm holding it. And I'm going to do what everybody knows I'm going to do. I want to start searching this body.
Cool. I'm gonna go over and shout to Eris and be like, check, am I good? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I'll go examine.
There's a hole in my head.
I'll go examine her.
So there is like an iPhone cable size hole right in the center of your forehead with just a little stream of blood coming from it.
Okay.
18 for investigation, by the way.
So Patrick, you're like full body into the back where Andrew Eris cut down with his lightsaber thing. All you're finding is like oil and machinery and computer bits and wires, but nothing of like great value or anything you would recognize.
Do I feel weird?
If you want to grab a handful of electronics for something later, you definitely could.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I have an idea. First, I'm gonna do this. I'll take out my plasma blade and I'll just very gently touch it to her forehead, right in that
cauterize
spot,
her forehead
to cauterize. Yeah.
I want to use my artificer.
It hurts a ton, but you're not bleeding anymore.
Good.
Yep.
I want to use.
I would have just grabbed like all of my layers and bit on it for a second.
I want to use my artificer's lore.
Okay.
And I want to do an intelligence check related to technological devices. Mm-hmm. So kind of reaching in, because I'm going to take some of this tech with me, but I want to see if I recognize what any of the tech does. Okay. And because I'm using Artificer's lore, I get to add my proficiency bonus twice because it's related to...
what is Artificer's lore from?
I think it's because I'm it might be because I'm a rock gnome, maybe?
Rock gnome!
So
could this be where he finds the voice changer?
So I think
that could work.
I got a 22 on my
now you get the
history check, looking at this tech, trying to see if I know what it is.
Yeah, let's say you find, like what Andrew said, you find this voice chip. And this is what enabled the monster, the machine, to speak through the man. And it doesn't just do a single voice. What you guys had heard was like hundreds of voices cycling through, all kind of saying the same thing, right? It was like if voices had been all stitched together for single words.
This is some culty shit going on, like tech cult.
Yeah.
And does this item have a name?
Yes. It's a voice changer, tone, and accent. Oh, no, she didn't name it. Hey, pretty girl. Becca, is that right? If you're still around, name it, or you can name it later, because I hear Andrew's got your phone number.
That sounds threatening a little bit. If you don't put in phone, it sounds very threatening. Got your number. Okay.
While he's doing that, and as I'm walking off the sting of my forehead, is there anything else going on in this room?
Mm-mm. It's just all kind of that gold coating or brass coating, right? And as you go up, you could like just scratch it off. It's that thin.
Okay, and if I peek around this corner, is there a door or a hallway?
Let's find
like stealth peek. I am not trying to be obvious right now.
I'm sure there's a door there. But yeah, there's a door there.
I'm gonna do this. I want to use my my tinker ability.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take an hour to do, but basically it just says if I have 10 GP worth of material, I can construct a device. Okay. So I'm going to pull out what appears to be 10 GP worth of material, and I'm gonna spend the next hour constructing a device.
Okay.
So should we do a rest?
You guys can do a short rest
in here. Okay.
We can, or I can just have the material on me and I can do it later. It's whatever we want.
I took a bit of a hit, so I'm not opposed to taking a short rest and rolling some hit dice personally. But that's up to.
I think Ray would have hit dice left. I don't believe anyone else does. Hey, Patrick, why don't you give me a D100 roll?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then Ray, why don't you roll your health if you want?
Cool. And what do I do for that?
You have to go find you have to find it. I think it says 1d8 on your sheet for rogue. Okay. And then you just roll that and you get to add it. And then you would get it back on a long rest.
Okay.
I think it's perfect, Patrick, that you got the voice changer thing, because if it works in response to like your bard abilities, like if you get proficiency for being a bard, that should really help with like charming somebody or deceiving somebody or
entertainment.
Yeah.
96.
96. You get a water breather.
Ooh.
Tell me about it.
We could have used that in Neverland.
I don't know how much that'll help in space, but hey.
Well, you might not be here forever. And like we were saying last week, even if you can't find a use for the tech, you can always sell it. When this greenish film is applied across your face and nose as your action, it adheres in place, though you can remove it and put it back on as needed. While in place, you can breathe underwater as well as in the air. After 10 hours, the film decays into useless powder. So it's like gillyweed.
But you can use it like a bit at a time or all at once kind of thing.
It's
like you have 10 overall.
Once you apply it, you have 10 hours, but you can take it off and on during those 10 hours.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't like pause the 10 hours. It's still within.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Interesting. I'll take it.
We're still doing like low level tech because you're only level 2. So everything's like a single use.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Great. So if there's nothing else to pull in here, I guess I'm good for us to follow wherever these doors take us. Gosh, that's so crazy. Are we missing something? This guy seems really... Oh, is there something we can cut off and take from this guy? Aslan and Metamucil. Is there something that we can take from this person to like maybe we need to take back proof that we killed him if we're just going to try to go back to the cops? I mean, I can't imagine what else we're supposed to be doing here.
Well, they want us to get off of the space station, so I don't know that there's much proof.
Not to metagame or give you guys things that you could do, but because it's been weeks, you guys also have phones. You could just take pictures of things.
Oh, right.
So
I didn't know if that technology made it.
Yep. And you can text people and you can call people. And so you all have, like, you could, I mean, if you want to try to carve off this dude's.
And then hold it. Yeah, it seems a little. Yeah.
Patrick.
Because I'd be the one that held it.
The item is called she said it's called a tonal shifter.
Okay. So we're just going dry. Well, sounded weird.
Are there any weapons like on the arms? Like, is that something?
No, they were like metal spikes.
Do I have the phone number of the person that sent us to do this?
Uh-huh.
I want to call him.
Okay, I can't remember his name. It was Oak Belly, I believe. But what was his real name? Full name?
Oh, the dude with the beard?
Sergeant Oakbelly.
Yeah, Dendrick Oakbelly. Yeah, so you call him, and it's all kind of like FaceTime, kind of Jetson style. And as he picks up the phone, you see his face also like covered in gore and blood.
Oh, shit.
Hey, is this what we were supposed to be doing?
Yeah, and you just see him goes, and as you look at it, he gets really close to the screen like old man, and he's just like, I have no idea what you guys got into. Just like, come back.
Where's back? Where's back?
Like, just come out of the hole. Like, come out of the base. He goes,
okay,
we're finding these things all over the fourth ring. We haven't seen that, but we've seen things that could be like it.
Okay. So you don't want us to go deeper?
And
there's more doors.
And then he goes,
like, I don't know.
That's what she said. And hangs up.
Yeah, it's like, have you seen?
Okay, perfect.
So all right. I don't.
Do we want to check? I would definitely be down here with you. Like, do we want to peek in one more door before we turn around?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that this isn't the way out, as far as I know.
That could also just keep getting us deeper and deeper. It's like when you're driving to look for a turnaround and it just keeps going.
Yeah, what I would say, like, there's at least 2 doors you guys haven't gone through or seen. You do know that the way you came could get you out, right? Because, it's just one way. But there's also a bunch of rooms you haven't checked yet if you wanted to keep going.
Okay, so here's my thing. So far, have you found much in this place? Is this worth like continuing on?
Have you seen my arm? I think I am of the mind to
continue.
I feel like I want to go back by pushing forward. Like I have the feeling that like if we just keep moving forward now that we've looped around, like we maybe would head back. And
my health is back up. I don't think you two are too low. So if our health is good and we're not too low on resources, as in there's some ways to kill things, then yeah, I'm okay with pushing forward.
Because I mean, yeah, as an individual, I'm happy with the choices that I've made in this place so far. Like I have upgraded quite a bit.
Mick still has full. Mick has somehow managed to dodge like 2 or 3 attacks and still has full health.
That oiling him up thing.
So,
you originally cast him as just a quick, like we thought that he
knock
was gonna
on the
fodder.
door.
We thought that he was going to be fodder immediately, and he has
you
now become
died since we got
character.
Mick, and Mick is still with us.
Let's go through this door.
All right, you open it up and let Mick through. We'll just do what we've been doing. It's working so far.
Yeah, as you go through, it's like a small kitchen. There's food pantries, and all looks, like normal food you guys would eat.
Can we search and like steal some?
You can take whatever you want.
Cool. I need a snack after that.
Yeah, and what I would say is you can tell like a few of these pots are on the stoves are still warm, right? None of the stovetops are on, but food has been recently prepared in here.
Is it? There's no food that can heal us or can bring health back, right? Okay.
No
mushrooms.
But
I don't care about food then.
If you want to take X rations, go for it.
Oh yeah, I do.
But are we managing rations?
We're about to go on a spaceship potentially. I would like to grab whatever I can.
Ray wants popcorn.
Yeah,
like, I get it in terms of immersion, but if it's not going to affect if you're not like, oh, you didn't have rations on hand, so you're going to lose 3 health points. Like
you have another level of exhaustion because you're so hungry.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
as a scavenger, I would definitely be.
Could I resolve my exhaustion by eating something?
We could say that. I mean, no, but yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
right,
you find a not Red Bull.
Okay.
You find a beige bowl.
If I do not find Pop-Tarts or Cheetos, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I think you're just ready to move on to that next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here at the next door as well.
Okay, it's another. Let me turn off the.
This is warm though. Get ready in case there's people.
So as this door opens, there are in fact people. There's actually rows of beds, and there's 2 guards, like what we're using as guards, kind of sitting on the beds, and they both see you guys like come in, and they get up and they grab their machetes. Either you guys want to run, or you can roll your initiative because they're coming after you.
I'm rolling my initiative.
These guards are
still snacking on something and basically seeing that there's stuff going down, so I'll pull the machete out, but I've got like whatever food I'm eating in the other hand.
Bro, I got 21.
Gross.
I rolled a 20, and I'm gonna add to that my +1, so 21.
Ooh, which one of your decks is higher?
It's gonna be me.
Mine is 3. It's gonna be
3.
me.
Okay. What do you got there?
Can I bequeath it to?
Sure.
Like go for it.
Proceed.
I got a 15. Apparently, I'm just always going last.
Nope, you're definitely not going last.
Just don't forget about that bardic inspiration.
Okay.
It's been over an hour, so
10 hours, I believe. Patrick, how long? It was 10 hours? 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's
okay. Fleasel.
Can I cast it on myself? I'm just kidding.
Bardic inspiration.
All right, so I'm gonna take an energy. I want to always start with the energy dagger move. I think it's a pride thing for me. That
it will hit eventually.
Exactly. That said, I need to close a little bit of gap, so I'm going to go and move into this side of the room, the corner, and then I'm going to go for this first guard, the one that's closest, and then I'm going to go and see. 13. Hello. I'm going to say Arkin G1. What's up?
Arkin G.
So that's a 13.
13 to hit?
Yes.
Misses.
That sounds
Are they
right.
in their pajamas sleeping? Like,
but
where's your dagger? Where did it land this time?
yeah, could you please go ahead and just put my dagger out for me? Apologies. Thank you. Okay, great. And then I am going to go ahead and put Bardic Inspiration on to
who?
Yep.
To who?
I don't remember your character's name, Andrew. Just tell me your character's name again.
Eris.
Oh, I can never remember that name.
Okay, Eris, your
Aslan
turn.
and L is burned in my mind. But Eris, there you go.
All right. Sweet. I got Bardic Inspiration. Okay, I yeah, I'm gonna fire my crossies. Is that what I want to do?
Call it crossies? Probably not.
I do. I do. I'm gonna
Okay,
fire my cross.
Constantine.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Smoke him if you got him.
Will
All
has
right.
never said that in his life before. Sorry, go ahead.
Smoke them if you've got them.
All right. So you roll your two damage dice, and you add modifiers once. And then Ray, you're gonna be after, so just have what you're gonna do ready.
11.
11 damage.
11 damage.
Yeah, you just
piercing.
you just headshot this guy and he dies.
Yeah, boy.
You just watch a bolt go right through his head.
And then
Hey, can you grab that dagger? Just kidding.
you know what? Can I do that as a bonus action?
If you have the movement.
I haven't moved at all. So
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, be 25 to get to the dagger.
and then I toss it back to him, right?
Yeah, and then we'll do a dexterity check to see if he catches
yeah, we
it.
will. Yeah, we
Sweet.
will.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run over here. Blada boop. And I pick up that
that
energy
face.
dagger, and then
Yep.
I throw it. I do a dexterity if he has to do it.
Both of you. So yours is to see if it gets to him. His is to see if he gets cut by it. Actually, it's off, so he would just get hit by it.
Or catch it, I guess.
14.
All right, it gets to you.
13.
Yeah,
Oh, that was good.
you just catch it right in front of your face.
Bro, we just killed that teamwork.
All right, Ray.
Aslan runs through and shoots the station pistol. 12
I
plus
love that
4.
You just keep moving Mick Jagger slowly.
16 hits.
16.
Yeah, that hit.
It's like you're the protective Papa Bear, like
4 damage.
Just
Not a headshot. The guard is disrespected that you just came over to him and then threw the dagger, so he's gonna go for you.
That would be disrespectful.
Dang
I'll
it.
allow it.
9. And he just swings his machete until he misses. Sleazel, with your dagger.
I love
Can we
it.
say
You're
that he
doing what I
accidentally-
do, which is you're getting upset that you're not hurting us. I feel
pissed.
your pain when I'm a DM. I am gonna go ahead and really line up my shot this time because I'm embarrassing myself in front of my friends.
Yeah.
But I am gonna throw this energy dagger.
You're gonna miss and hit me.
I think, and we're gonna play it this time. We should Google this later. I think you just get advantage because he is in combat already. So
My character
Yeah.
doesn't need an advantage.
well, you really line it up though. you really,
So this time it's a 4.
but you really lined it up. So you can roll advantage.
I
You
don't
have
think
advantage
it's gonna
because he's
help.
in combat.
Okay. I'll take my 8 that I got. Where's my dagger in the room now, Will?
I'm trying to help you, bud.
At least you didn't roll a 1 and it didn't embed itself in my head.
That's true. Exactly.
All right, Eris. He's up in your grill.
Oh man, then I cannot wait to double fist my sword.
Okay.
Natural 1.
And he did, in fact, double fist his sword, cutting both of his palms.
You cut one of the beds straight in half, just next to him. More disrespect.
All right, I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage.
Smart.
And I'm gonna run over here and grab the dagger.
Okay, yeah. Toss it.
Beat the dex throw.
All right, here comes the dex throw. Here we go. 19.
13.
It makes. Oh yeah. All right, Ray.
Try again. Wait, okay. Would you run that far away, or would you have stayed closer?
Oh no. So if you do run that far away, you did.
Because then I can't get advantage if you run that far away. But
it's true.
I had to run that far away so I could get his dagger and not be in his immediate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. Take your shot, Ray.
It's all good. You know what? Screw that. I'm going to go. I can get to him. It looks like.
Yeah,
sure.
And use my machete. 15.
Yeah, that does not hit. Sorry.
With the machete? With the 15?
Yeah, he guards you with his machete, and then he takes a swipe back at you, pissed because he really wants to go after the bird. 14. Nope. Next. Sleazel.
Wait, what's Ray's AC?
I'm assuming a 14 does not hit, right?
Ray, what's your AC?
Oh, no, it hits. I'm an 11.
Why are you so low?
Oh, no.
Am
I?
Your armor class.
Wait, did that not go up?
No, armor class does not go up. Armor class, I believe, is your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus plus 10. So what's your dexterity?
2.
Okay, so I think Google it. I think it's 12 though, which would still not be high enough.
Yeah, so.
So I get to do 1d6. Woo!
Backfire.
2 damage. Okay. Love this game.
There, you got to hit something.
Sleazel, your turn.
Now he's gonna hit me.
19 to hit.
Place. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna kill him with an energy pistol, and I'm gonna do a 1d. Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, you're not throwing the dagger?
No, I am. I said energy pistol. I meant energy dagger. I don't have an energy pistol.
I'm like, after all that, you're not even throwing.
And I shoot him. Ha ha. I was just throwing him off the whole time.
He did the fake out and then shot instead.
Yeah, it's 10 plus dex, so it should be 12 for you, Ray.
Oh, okay, cool. That 1 point makes all the difference.
It does, because if we tie it, then tie goes to the player.
4 damage.
You also get any bonuses from armor, but you probably only have light armor. So, what was that? How much damage? 4?
4 damage.
All right, he's still going. You guys really could just.
So is my dagger
Come on, Eris.
In him right now?
What was that?
Is my dagger just in him?
Yeah. No, because it would turn off eventually, right?
Eris, by the way, don't forget you have that Bardic Inspiration. The other thing is, my armor class says 11, but my dexterity is a 3. So we might need to...
I probably should have used my Bardic Inspiration when I... Oh, no, because it wouldn't have mattered, because I had a natural
fail. It says your AC is 10, plus your dex modifier, plus bonus from armor, plus bonus from magic items effects. So, if you have a shield, if you have...
We'll need to revisit that, because this was a pre-made cheat, and that's not how it pre-made itself.
Okay.
Anyway, all of that said, go ahead, Eris.
I'm going to fly. I'm going to just hop over here behind him, and I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration, because there's no other reason not to right now. So 13 plus 5 is 18.
That
plus,
hits.
Plus 5 is 23.
Yeah, you really get them good.
Okay. And then I will do... What is it? D12. 8 fire damage.
Yeah, that kills him.
Throw me the dagger.
Here's the dagger.
Not
done.
20 to catch.
Damn,
So
you guys.
see, the dagger's gonna come at me.
I rolled a 1 to throw. I rolled a 1 to throw.
Let me move it real quick to the other corner.
Wait, but because he got a 20, would you have seen that going long and like ran to catch it?
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. That right?
I mean, because the 20 and the 1 kind of.
So he has to move to catch it, but because he has a 20, he was able to do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Upon searching this room, you find 2 people's IDs with a total of 50 credits that if one of you want to transfer to your phone.
Call it.
Because like there's beds and stuff, so it's like a full room, people's stuff laying around.
All right, you want to grab one body and I'll... Wait, that's after we would have checked the bodies? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So okay. Time check. We're almost at 8 o'clock, which is our cutoff. Right. There are at least 8 rooms of stuff you guys haven't checked. We have 2 options. One, we can end with you guys kind of just like making your way back the way you know, back to L, and that's where we pick up next week or 2 weeks from now with the whole crew. Or we leave you here and you guys keep checking these rooms.
I think that we talked about we were trying to get out this way, and we're literally right back to where we started. So I think this makes sense. We would now exit.
That's what my character would do. I think I would recognize that we're back somewhere that we recognize, and then I would trail back.
Yeah, and after getting hit again, I'm ready to get the fuck out. Especially since that was our what they told us to do.
So we'll just go back here in that case where L is. Can we long rest? Or at least that's what I want to start as a long rest, and we can resolve that when we start back next time.
It would be silly to long rest here just because there's people walking around.
And we don't have hit dice left.
But we'll talk about it next or 2 weeks from now. You guys will try to get your way back to Oakbelly.
DM will. I think I can decide if I want to long rest, and then you can decide if something happens to me.
That's true.
He'll just be like on my back,
but that
when a baby falls asleep.
You can decide what happens next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Little updates or housekeeping for the few people still hanging out with us. There's a video on the M of One YouTube channel talking about how to make maps in Figma and play D&D in Figma like we are. They're going to have a couple videos hopefully following it, talking about prototyping indie games, how to do other effects in Figma for D&D, as well as the monster from tonight's episode will be the monster stat block I wrote for it will be in the Discord for our for our Twitch subscribers.
Yes.
So if you subscribed, make sure to connect your Discord and go to the M of One Discord, which I believe there's a link to on the M of One website. Possibly. But if you go there, there's
Discord?
Yeah.
We're on, and also on Twitch. If you go to the About section of Twitch, there's links for Discord.
I made a button for it.
All that stuff. Yeah, we have links on our YouTube page. If you go look on the About section on YouTube, the links are there. You can find them.
Yeah, so if you want this map, all our past maps, this monster stat block, and I think there's a couple other things I put in there. Just make sure to get your subscription hooked up to Twitch, to Discord, and jump in there and hang out. But other than that, I think I'm Will. You can find me at Will Churin on Instagram. Ray?
I'm Ray Torres. You can find me at Inked Flame, Instagram, Twitter, all over.
Andrew?
I'm at Andrew Sale with 3s instead of E's on all the platforms.
Patrick?
And as I always do when we don't have a guest, I'm Tracy Ching. You can find me at Tracy Ching basically everywhere. Some really good work. You'll be impressed.
Oh, does that mean you were me last time?
It does. I was at Inked Flame last time, and so this time I'm at Tracy Ching.
That's why you got instead of getting +5,
you got -3.
You lost 3 followers last week.
That makes so much more sense now.
We'll see you Monday for a Pop Culture Roundtable at 7 p.m. Central.
Yep, we have a PCR coming up. We have hot seat interviews are about to start going back out on YouTube, and then also you can find those on Spotify as well. I think we have a art department coming up soon, but we'll announce the full time for that. If we don't have an art department, we'll probably just do another community game night because we've got several things that we want to continue on that side. Basically, if you check out the Twitch, it's every Monday and Thursday. Podcast is out every Tuesday, and then there's something hitting YouTube basically twice a week as well. So there's just content all over the place.
Hey, Monday's Memorial Day. Someone's wife is reminding us.
Thank you for that reminder. So we will not be doing PCR on Monday, but we'll be we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Hey, how about everyone just follow the Twitch and be notified when we go live?
That's the easiest. Hit the follow button, and after you follow, you can also sub. And of course, you can give us one of those nice Jeff Bezos subs. That's the free Prime gaming that you get with your Prime subscription. And it doesn't cost you anything, but it gives us like $2.50. And boy, do I love $2.50. So please do that. And then again, like Will said, connect it to Discord, go to Discord, and then you'll get exclusive stuff in those channels.
All right, I think we've hawked enough.
I could do more.
We're getting pretty good at this.
I am.
All right, does everyone just awkwardly wave goodbye until you turn it off?
That's my cue. Good night, everybody. Bye.